So here we are for part 2 of an 8-part series about why I can't homeschool. Over the 19 years that it'll be 19 years this fall. So that I have homeschooled, I have heard lots of reasons why a person feels like, well, I can't homeschool. And frankly, there are people that this spring got a little taste of what homeschooling feels like. But let me assure you that crisis homeschooling, suddenly homeschooling, and using someone else's curriculum is not the same as being prepared and planned and choosing your own curriculum. So, number 1 was I can't homeschool because somebody doesn't want me to. Number 2, I can't homeschool because I don't have the time. This is another one that, frankly, I would say really might be a valid, don't do it. If you and your husband are both working full time and you have, especially if you have more than one child, it is time consuming. It takes time. A standard school day in the public school system is a minimum of 4 hours. And depending on what state you're in, because different states have different rules about this, and I'm in a state that is really leaves a lot of decisions up to the parents to decide how many hours and how many days. But in a lot of schools, the minimum is a 4-hour school day and 180 days of school. So just doing school on Saturdays and Sundays and only doing school from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. or something like that, it would be very challenging to be able to do this. Now, if the Lord is really leading you to, then you should obey the Lord's prompting. But you really can still work part-time. You really can have your child go to some kind of tutorial program 1 or 2 or 3 days a week. You could have your child do some online classes or watch videos or have some kind of balance. For me, I spend one-on-one time with my children for a couple hours a day, and then a couple hours of the day they're working independently. So I'm able to do things like writing or speaking or doing housework. For me, our school day usually starts around 9 a.m. and we read the Bible together first, and we memorize some scripture, we sing a couple songs, and then I do a checklist going from what is most important, which is Bible, through what is the least important in my day. So like reading, and then math, and then history, and then science, and then at the bottom of the list might be spelling and vocabulary or foreign language instruction, for example, because if we run out of time, I want to make sure that I have accomplished the top things on my list. I have tried having 30-minute or 1-hour increment kind of schedules, and that might work really well for some people. And if that works well for you, you should do that. Homeschooling is flexible. If that helps your child, do it. If that helps you, do it. But for me, having more of an order of things, of we will accomplish these 4 things, and then we'll have a lunch break and we'll play a board game together, and then we will do these things in the afternoon, that works a lot better for me. We homeschool all over our whole house. We do some stuff at the dining room table and some stuff on the couch and some stuff laying on my bed, and the kids do some of their own work back in their bedrooms. We are able to be flexible, and we can, get done what we need to get done. If we have some stuff that needs to get done in the evenings or on the weekends, we have that flexibility. And finally, if you feel like you don't have the time because you have too many household chores to do, let me just encourage you. Honestly, this is one of the greatest benefits of homeschooling. When I had 1 year when I had a child that was in school, and school was from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. And that meant I had to leave my house at 8:30 in the morning to get him to school. And I didn't get home with him until 4:30 in the afternoon. When he got home, then there was an hour or 2, and this was in elementary school, of homework that he had. Plus, if there were any extracurricular things, sports, Awana, whatever, choir, learning an instrument, whatever kinds of things. I felt bad asking him to do any kind of chores because I didn't want him to have, well, he's worked hard all day. And Bible time was very hard because honestly, I guess maybe some people's kids get up at 6 or 7 in the morning, but mine don't. So it was hard to get them out of bed and get out the door. So for us, I could not homeschool if I did not have my kids help me so much. My kids helped me so much from the time they were 2 or 3 years old all the way until they left my home. My kids have helped. They wash their own laundry, they fold their own laundry, they put it away, they clean bathrooms, they sweep the floor, they vacuum. We work together to get our house in order. They have different areas of the house that they help oversee, and it frees me up to be able to work with them, especially when I have 4 kids, and I couldn't really have done it if I didn't have my kids all helping. So you can do it. You do have the time. It is a lot about making priorities. Remember, the first thing was make your goals. What are your goals for your child? After you have evaluated what your goals are for your child, if homeschooling is the best option for you to achieve the goals for your child, then you will find time to do what is really important to you. Thanks, you guys. Stay tuned for part 3. I can't homeschool because I only want to do it just for this 1 year during the COVID craziness. Bye.